The WBC Super Featherweight Championship is on the line this weekend, Saturday, February 11th. And we're going to see Ray Vargas take on Shaquiefoster for this title. What will happen? Let's talk about the possibilities. This Saturday, February 11th, broadcast live on Showtime from San Antonio, Texas, WBC Super Featherweight Champion Ray Vargas will be taking on Shaquiefoster in a 12-round fight for Vargas's title. This is going to be one of those fights that will determine what's happening the next step for each fighter. Currently ranked number 1 and number 4 in the world are these two combatants. And this Saturday, they will get a chance to really provide a further divide of separation between the two talents. It was interesting when I saw them at the press conference where it seemed like Vargas, who is listed at 5'7.5", was towering over Foster, who is listed at 5'8". Foster is 28 years old, Vargas is 32. But this is the thing. Upon a closer look, a real mirrored outlook, Vargas may have shot up since the last time that they measured him, because he must have had some type of a growth spurt or something, because he's definitely taller than the listed 5'7.5". And a mirrored look at Shaquiefoster has him appearing to be a little bit more sculpted than people may have thought he'd be coming into this particular fight. And as I went over their box recs, I realized something, that each of the subsequent 6 fights that Foster has had over his prior to this particular match, there doesn't seem to be an opponent that has prepared him for this particular fighter. As far as Vargas, he has faced the type of opposition that has put him in a position to be not only prepared, but also to enjoy favor. Remember, his victory last July of 2022 over Mark Magsayo saw him get a split decision, but Magsayo, who was kind of being groomed to be the new Filipino star, he wasn't able to overcome Vargas. And Vargas did well with the judges in that fight. So I'm expecting Vargas, who's entering this fight 36-0 with 22 KOs, against Shaquiefoster's 19-2 with 11 KOs. I'm expecting him to have the same type of favor in the eyes of the judge going into and coming out of this fight. So Foster is going to have to be on his P's and Q's regarding this fight. He doesn't need to try to turn it into a war, but he definitely should optimize the gifts that he brings into this fight. And I'll tell you what I mean when I say that. He has the gift of hand and foot speed. He must utilize these. It is not about who's the tougher guy. It's about who's the smarter guy, the more talented guy, and the guy who is more versatile in his approach to the fight. Therefore, the fast-fisted, fleet-of-foot Foster needs to optimize what his natural physical gifts and talents are. This is not about for him to try and test his chin or his bravado. He has to use the ring IQ that he is being brought into this fight with, and he has to make Vargas look bad, embarrass him, make him ashamed to be in there with someone who can optimize movement in the ring and use ring IQ and generalship in his favor. But you do know that Vargas, who relishes fighting on the inside and liking a good scrap, also relishing the bruising body puncher that he has become, he'll go for the hooks and the uppercuts on the inside. He'll try to draw Foster in to a, if not slugfest, to a situation where Foster may want to accept a challenge about standing and fighting. Those are the advantages that he may have. And because what we're looking at as far as their height and reaches, the dimensions may be off because, again, as I stated earlier, Vargas is not 5'7.5". That man looks to be all of about 5'10" or 5'10.5". And that reach obviously could be a little bit more than 70.5-inch reach. Now, the reach that Foster has is 72. And he's going to have to decide how bad he wants to become a champion. He has 2 losses from earlier in his career on his record, but he could turn things around very quickly by putting on display the boxing skills that we know him to have and possess. Will he do it? Will his corner and trainers remind him that those are his advantages and he has to optimize them? Too many times we're seeing in recent times that the young fighters who do have agility, they have the physical gifts, on the big nights, they're not able to put it together because they are approaching the fights with the wrong mindset. Vargas's chances are to be physical, to out-physical the smaller Foster. And he may be grilled in fighting and battling it out in that physical sense, but no one has tabbed him as a master tactician or boxer, and those are his disadvantages. So what do you think? It's going to be a good fight. I'll be tuning in. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about Vargas versus Foster, and can Foster become a champion for the first time in his career? Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.